I do have a little bit of interesting news, Leroy, as far as the draft is concerned. So most people think Joe Burrow is going. I don't know why I keep wanting to call him a Burrow.
Leroy got in your head.
He got in my head, and I keep thinking of Arnold Schwarzenegger in his kitchen with Lulu. Lulu, will you like the carrots, Lulu? But everybody seems to think he's going to the Bengals, right? Like there was that little bit of a rumbling where it was like, hey, maybe he's gonna force his way, pull an Eli, not go to the Bengals, something like that. But something very interesting happened yesterday, Leroy, as Joe Burrow. He decided, I'm browsing through my Twitter and I see something that I like. You know how to like something on Twitter, right, Leroy? I know you barely use Twitter.
I use it.
You barely use it.
Come on.
You hit the little heart, and it's usually an indication of, hey, either it interests me, intrigues me, or I just genuinely like this. Well, check out Joe Burrow's likes and see what he's got. What is the tweet that he has put here as one of the things that he likes?
Dolphins going all out in free agency so far.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, dude. Maybe he's just trying to. Get out.
Burrow. Hey, you know what he didn't like?
What?
Anything about the Bengals. Nothing about the Bengals he's liking in those Twitter streets. Very interesting. It intrigues me. Does this open the door, Robbie?
No.
Does this open the door where Chris Greer's got to give a little ringy to Duke Tobin?
Let me ask you a question.
Call up Duke Tobin, see if he wants to do some business.
Let me ask you
Because it appears
both,
Joe Burrow wants to be in Miami.
Let me ask you both a question. If you had to give up your 3 picks this year, are you more comfortable doing it for Tua or Joe Burrow?
Oh, everyone says Joe Burrow.
Oh,
If you're
Joe
going to give 3 first-round picks, you got to do it for Burrow.
Okay.
Broke football.
Okay, at least you're making a little football sense.
Yeah.
Besides the lunacy you've been talking for the last.
Well, I think this opens the door. This has to. If you
But
see this,
are we clear?
If this
We're not trading all 3 picks for a broken quarterback.
Well, you're not trading.
You would do it for you would do it for,
I'd
you would do it for Tua also?
I would throw it out in the room.
There's 2 players in this draft I would even consider it. Joe Burrow and Chase Young.
I don't even know if I would do it for Chase Young.
Well, I'm not saying.
I know,
but I'm saying
those are 2 you consider.
that as of right now, those are the 2 that are elite at their position. I'm not saying that Tua can't be the best, but it's not worth. You're not in a position to be risking.
I'd tell you what I would do if I was a team and the Dolphins called me up. To be honest with you, I would be intrigued by next year's Texans pick because I think the Texans are sneaky. Have sneaky chance to be a disaster with everything.
No way.
Yeah, they do. There's a little bit of unraveling going on with the Texans. I would roll the dice is what I'm saying. I would roll the dice on that pick. So if they offered me, like let's say they offered me 5 and 18 and 26, I would say give me 5 and 18 and next year's Texans pick. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Just to throw it. You don't think about it and then oh cool. So we get to keep a first round pick this year and we get our quarterback. But really that Texans pick could be a lot higher than 26 next year. I think that's what I would do if I was Duke Tobin. Now, I'm not Duke Tobin. I'm Brendan Tobin. No relation. But do you think Chris Greer sees this gets across to Mr. Greer? Like some intern runs in and he goes, Mr. Greer, Mr. Greer, Mr. Greer. And he goes, yes, Todd, what is it? Did you see Joe Burrow's likes? And he goes and he looks and he goes, oh, what is this? He goes, he liked it on Twitter.
What does that mean?
And Chris Greer goes,
does that mean anything?
And he goes, get me my phone. And all of a sudden, he's dialing on up, and he and give me a ring, Robbie. And all of a sudden, he's calling up old Duke Tobin. It's time to start talking.
No, you know how they, when they really want to work something out. DT, what's up, baby?
Yeah.
DT, what we doing here?
Listen, I don't know if you saw this, but look.
You cannot, I'm going to hang up on you if you start a conversation about a like on Twitter.
Why?
I cannot take you as a professional.
Why?
I can't.
Is this today's day and age?
I cannot take you as a professional.
Why not? This is how the world works.
If you call a GM and talk, and the words out of your mouth are, hey, I see your boy is liking us on Twitter.
I would say, look, hey, you know what my favorite he's like, hey, Duke, you know how we deal with this quarantine? I watched some good movies. And you know what I was watching the other night? And Duke goes, what? He goes, I was watching The Godfather. He goes, oh, okay. And he goes, I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. That's Chris Greer. I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse.
Hang up on his ass, Robbie. Got time for this? I ain't got time for this.
And then all of a sudden, like, give me a ring, Robbie.
You call it back?
Yeah. Well, no, this time it's on Skype.
You're so
This time
annoying.
Hey, I thought we should be. I thought we should be face to face on this one, Duke. We got to get disconnected. Connection was a little bit wonky.
I don't know.
Look at you on,
I thought I heard Godfather.
Yeah. I was saying I'm gonna make it off the camera fuels. What if? And I'm just throwing this out there. All right. It is a Thursday. Let's just talk. All right. We swap picks. All right. All right. I give you number 18. All right. Which you'll love even more. That's the Steelers pick. So it's like you're hurting the division. And then, why don't we sweeten the pie? Give you a little Texans pick, and you let us take Joe Burrow, and you get Tua. Fill those needs. I saw you guys haven't spent willy-nilly in free agency like we have. Huh? You got Tua. You got A.J. Green coming back. You should be happy about that. Come on, Duke. DT. Come on, give me all the camera fuels.
That's not helping. You would ruin every
3 picks. If you're Duke Tobin, you're taking it.
I gotta tell you.
If you're Duke Tobin, you're taking it.
I'm negotiating. I'm not taking this clown with me.
No.
Because you're going to try.
I'm not calling up unless we're having a big boy talk. I'm not going to call up and be like 2 first-round picks. I'm not going to give you number 5 and another first-round pick. I know that's not getting it done. I'm trying to get to number 1. Number
Right.
1.
From number 5.
From number 5. But
and nobody else wants a quarterback.
That's not true.
You think somebody the only way
Jacksonville's in the mix now?
they're going to move
Chargers.
up? No, they're not. You can't trade your whole team and then go get a quarterback.
Jacksonville has 2 first-round
You're
picks.
setting them up for, huh?
Jacksonville has 2 first-round picks.
Okay, yeah, they have 13 and they have
20.
20.
Yep.
I think it's
So-
9 and 20 for Jacksonville.
But that's better than your picks. Oh, but you have 5.
You have 5.
5 and 18.
5 and 18.
26.
Yep.
So, I'm thinking here. This is the only guy I would do this for.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
All
why.
right.
That's why I'm calling you. I'm not going to camera fuels.
At least you weren't watching draft day.
All right, let's see.
We can all agree it looks like people want to go to Joe Burrow's birthday.
Really?
What?
Like, it's like some of the things you hear about during the combine and these interviews, some of the things that they ask. You wonder how these guys have these jobs.
If you're a Dolphins fan, do you at least want a report from Salguero that says he made the call?
No, I don't care.
You don't care.
I don't care. I'm not into bringing, they bring a whole bunch of guys in and they have no interest in some of these guys. They just do it because they can.
Yeah, but do you want a report that says the Dolphins tried to move up and give all their picks for Joe Burrow?
I don't know if I feel comfortable with that report. No.
Really? That makes you a little nervous?
That makes them desperate. It makes them seem desperate.
But listen. I mean, that
This
also
is perfect.
that also
This
makes
text
you
is perfect.
It also makes Tua know that you were clearly the second choice.
By the way,
Oh, yeah, that too.
avoiding that hip at all costs.
I'm manning the text line, so 67974. Laugh out loud. A big boy talk doesn't start with, let's do a little swappy swap.
a little swappy swap.
What are you, the king and queens?
Come on.
Come on. No, come on. So here. Now, I ask you this. What is your plan if they say yes? Then where do you go?
I'm good. Then we prepare for the second round.
No. What do you, because right now, you're probably, making decisions on the fact that you're going to have 3 picks in the first round.
Yes.
Okay? I would probably guess, I'm going to guess, that they're going to trade one of those picks.
Yep.
Because if this is going to look like the Patriot way, they're going to load up on second round picks. because they've always done. That's what Bill does. He has 1,000 second round, third round.
I just think if I was the Dolphins, I think that Texans pick because of what they with all the stuff that's going down.
They're not. No, they're not. Look.
Well, hold on. Who do you think's going to win the division? The Texans or the Titans? Like they're not.
Derrick Henry's not there yet.
They're not.
He's franchised.
He's franchised.
He's going to get signed.
Here's what I would say.
Assuming he gets signed.
Are you sleeping on Indy?
Maybe.
No, go to sleep.
Why? Because of Phil Rivers?
Dude, why do you think the Chargers got rid of him?
Well, he's old.
And the ball was doing a little
Well,
wobbly.
and they have to try to get fans.
He's
into the
about
stadium.
2 games away from throwing like Peyton Manning.
Indoors?
2 games away from throwing like Peyton
They had a
Manning.
great offensive line in Indianapolis, better than the one he had in
Yeah,
LA.
they do have a great offensive line. I would say
I still think Houston can win the division.
I still think, but even if what I'm trying to say is though, I think that you could take that Texans pick if you did see somebody you really liked the first round. I still think you have ammunition to get back into the first round if you wanted to. It's not like you're stuck.
This is the draft where there's going to be here's what happened when I got drafted. There were so many running backs coming out that we just all dropped because there was no. And I think that's going to happen with wide receiver. Mm-hmm. And then that means another position is going to move up where you're going to end up drafting – guys are going to end up going in the first round that don't grade out for the first round because there's not many guys in that draft.
Right, so put the danger away.
What I'm trying to do is figure out what's that position. Is it rush in? Is it linebacker? And usually you can tell by free agency. Lot of defensive guys getting picked up for big money. Mm-hmm. And so from that standpoint, I'm thinking the cream of the crop for this draft, with there being 5 or 6 quarterbacks or whatever, might be Chase Young and rush ins. Mm-hmm. So I'm just trying to, if you go – no. I'm either.
You're not letting Duke Tobin saying no?
I'm saying no. I'm saying no. I'm saying no for this reason. That with those other 2 first-round picks, so say I end up with Tua, with those other 2 first-round picks, if I decide to move down in the draft, because of how deep the draft is in some positions, I can get right a lot quicker with additional picks, say an extra second-round pick or another second-round pick next year. So I'm going to use that, right, to kind of progress at a faster clip. And then keep in mind, what makes a team successful? Young, successful, cheap talent.
All right, we'll get you caught up with your headlines. We'll be back with more after this.